Hi folks, welcome back to End of the World Gaming. I am Jeremy. Today I'm behind the camera. To my left, I've got John.
Hello, everybody.
You should probably move into the camera angle so that people can actually see you.
Hey.
And John is going to be playing 200 points of Orcs. To my right, I've got Ben.
Hello.
And Ben is going to be playing 200 points of Kelts. Ben, why don't you tell us about your list?
Alright, I have... This is... The model is Ball, but I'll be using it as Argale, the Celt Centaur. This will be the 34-point Celt Centaur, and he'll be the escort for the mission that we're playing, and then 2 Celt Centaur archers, and a hostage at 200 points.
Okay, so we are actually playing the escort mission today, or rather, John and Ben are playing the escort mission today. I'm just going to be watching and making cruel, vicious comments. Because we're only playing 200 points, though, we are actually only using a single hostage. This is the scenario from the 2009 Confrontation Order of the Red Dragon packet. John is playing the Orc list that we've seen before previously. John, why don't you tell us about what's in the list?
Let's see now. Rentak, I believe is his name. Only character I got there. My personal favorite with them, the Amok Slayer. A couple of Jackal Warriors will be doing escort duty. And because it's fun, Bruntop's Rider.
All right, there you guys go. Now we have not actually done the discipline roll, which I know we the approach roll, which I know we usually do before we start recording. So John, what is Rontok's discipline, which is going to be the bottom number?
4.
All right. What is Argale's?
3.
All right.
So... well, can't beat that.
All right. So John, which side of the table would you like?
I'm fine right here.
All right. So would you like to set up the first model, or would you like Ben to set up the first model?
I can set up the first model.
So we're deploying 10 centimeters in.
There's Argale.
Okay. Knuckleheads.
We deploy cards, right?
Yes. And once again, since we are playing with the Orcs on stream, I'd like to thank Chris from Bearded Dwarf Studios for the paint job that he did on these guys. Chris, if you're listening, thanks a lot.
Do I deploy the hostage with the escort?
I believe that you do deploy the hostage with the escort.
Okay, and they're just supposed to be within 10 centimeters?
Yep.
Because I don't want to be a jerk like this. I'm not going to just put my
I
hostage
know,
up
I
in
was
that corner.
thinking the same thing.
Because I realize you've run out of cards, so I will...
Well, you could do that, though.
I could, but I won't. Because I'm not that guy. But the hostage and his escort, the Jackal Warriors, set like this so I can actually fit them together. And you don't have anybody else.
No, sir.
So I'm just going to put Montauk over here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that looks like it's it for deployment. So we're going to go to the top of the first turn. So we're going to go for our discipline roll. John is running with Rontok. Now, gentlemen, don't forget, lest we be called out for this by people on the internet, you actually set your cards in the sequence you wish to activate them. You don't randomize.
Well.
Okay, does Argale have leadership?
That would be. Oh yeah, he does.
Okay,
10.
so both of you will actually be rolling 2d6 for your discipline rolls until such time as your leader has been eliminated. And you'll be adding your discipline, and whoever wins gets to decide who activates first.
So discipline is
Second number.
second.
No, discipline is the bottom number.
Bottom, very bottom. Okay. Got 13.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right,
Reroll?
so you can re-roll, or
Or
since
you
both
can
of you
go
rolled
sixes.
sixes, you can explode.
Kaboom. 2.
3.
There you go.
Okay. You can activate first.
Okay. Attack. Who would have guessed? Okay.
What's his speed? 10 centimeters.
Oddly enough.
He's running.
Yes, he is. Not a lot of guys with guns or bows on my side, so
A lot of running.
he's an orc. He's enthusiastic. He believes in cardio.
All right. That's it.
That's the first guy. That's all he does.
First guy are the Centaur archers. 20 centimeter advance. And they will attempt to shoot your homeboy that's at long distance. It's a 60 centimeter. Oh, actually, let's see if it's within 40 centimeters. It is, so that's medium range. So that's a target of 7. Range is the second to bottom number.
Range, aim is going to be it'll be the number under defense and resilience.
Oh, okay, so 3. And so I need a 4. I move, so it's a 5.
You get a 5, yep.
So the first one hits. Does the 6 explode or anything?
It does, but in this case, since you already hit,
Okay, don't matter.
If you want to just like,
I mean,
If I want to have a chance of it failing, yeah. Okay, and so the damage is, or is strength 5. And what's the resilience on
Not much.
the hostage?
Resilience 4, I believe. With the stats on the sheets,
What happened?
right?
Oh, it's over there.
Defense 3, resilience 4.
Okay,
so dice plus 1.
dice plus 1. So 5 on the 1.
5 on the 1, I believe, is going to be a light wound.
Yep. That's this one?
Nope, that's stunned.
This.
It has the 1 claw. Yep.
And then the second shot fails. Okay.
Ranged weapons. Who would have known they would be useful in this one? Alright. Our next up, the Amok Slayer. Moving at 12.5, so that is 25. Hi.
Get the fuck away from me.
No.
That was a bold choice.
I'm coming for hugs.
I mean, Ben, we're not saying to launch into one of your famous, you know, anti-Aleutian Islander screeds, but if you're occasionally going to let an F-bomb drop, mostly we're adults.
Okay.
I mean, Confrontation is old enough to vote at this point, so.
That's true. All right, our Gale will go. Who's your leader?
Oh, right here. I'm attack.
But I think our Gale has to charge this guy instead. Yeah. It's easily within reach of 40 centimeters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have charged.
You have. So that is on the Amok Slayer. Choice has been made. Brontops Rider.
Is going to charge our Gale.
Strangely enough, that looks like what's going to happen.
Huh.
Now, he's got all the room in the world. So, kind of
He'll actually
have to
yep,
face him.
frontage up. Yep.
Yeah. It's just, you know, horns and big head
Don't forget to hand out charge.
penalties for both
yeah.
of our guys. So,
We'll use green.
all right,
Yeah, the green ones are the ones that actually have the charge penalty.
put it behind him.
Yeah.
Why am I
Oh,
getting
wait, no.
charged for penalty?
Because
Excuse me, sir.
I'm cheating. Excuse me, I'm trying to cheat here. Okay, so when the escort goes, then the hostage goes too, right?
The hostage actually activates before the escort.
So that hostage must go. Can a hostage run? There's no reason why it couldn't, right?
It may specifically say that it can't. You might want to look at the rule sheet.
Where's the
Special rule.
I did not encounter that in its rules, but let's take a look.
Anything written on the back?
Bravery, survival instinct, mercenary, target +2, medium size, regular independent.
Oh,
There's something on the back page that
Best
survival instinct. Actually, survival instinct. Roll a d6. On a 6, he actually ignores that wound that he got.
That's not a 6.
With the light, it did. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says that. So, you shall. But I cannot end more than 10 centimeters away from... My understanding is that basically the hostage can move freely. However, the escort must move to be within, end its move within 10 centimeters of the hostage. And if it was like, so if it declared a charge, and the charge would take it outside of 10 centimeters, then it would instead have to be a run, and he'd have to be within 10 centimeters of it. So the hostage then is going to run to here. Okay.
So,
No, it's your hostage now, because the last one is your escort.
so
Well, all right. So it actually goes. The hostage activates, and then the escort activates.
Immediately activates?
Yep.
Okay. So then the escort's going to charge the same guy that was charged by. So 20 inch or 40 inch in, whatever, don't matter. Okay.
okay. What was the speed on them hostages?
4.
I feel like the speed is probably.
Well, move 10, 4 inches, sorry. Move 10.
So, it's a funny thing. Meaning, if I move him up 15 centimeters, that allows them to move 20 centimeters
Look at that.
and be ahead of him safely. Almost like I have plans for them or something.
Oh! On this turn.
Well, you know, until one of your arrows goes through the dude's eye and it becomes a moot point, but...
We shall see.
All right.
So now we move on to the combat phase.
Yep.
And so whoever had initiative this turn delegates.
So the fray splitting ends up being 1-on-1. So it's going to be Argale versus.
It must be this and that.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the plus side, for the Amok Slayer, you can only be charged once.
Oh, he can only be charged once?
He only suffers the charge. No matter
Charge
how many
penalty
people
once.
charge him, he
Oh, okay.
only suffers one charge penalty.
Yeah. Okay.
So John,
Mm-hmm.
you won. You get to pick which fight gets resolved first.
I
He
won.
did not win.
I did
Oh,
not
sorry.
win.
Sorry, Ben, you won. You
Sorry.
get to pick which fight gets resolved first.
The dice have already chosen him as the one they love more. That turn.
So Ball must fight.
Correct.
Okay. And so then his brutish charge won't happen because he cannot fight in this combat, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Who's actually more dangerous between these two?
Well, let's
The
be
Brontops
honest.
Rider.
Brontops Rider got his charge, and he is definitely fighting the guy he charged.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, let's resolve that first. I don't know what I'm doing. So,
Well, the very first question is, are you declaring War Fury?
yeah.
All right.
Well, hold on. What is his fight stat, this guy?
Well, let's see now.
So he's
That's
a
the,
5'6", okay.
Well, for
But-
the Brontops Rider,
Yeah.
5'9" normally, but I have my own brutish charge.
Mhm.
Abilities brutal and brutish charge. Applicable 2, bravery. Strength 12 when charging.
Alright, so I only get 2 dice in this?
If you War Fury, you will get 3.
Yeah.
However, if you War
I
Fury,
can't do
all of
that.
your dice have to go into attack.
Yes. Both my dice will go into defense.
All right. So you need to roll initiative first. So you are all right. So
Oh.
what I'm hearing is you are not declaring.
I'm
War
not
Fury.
declaring war fury, and then now we roll initiative.
Correct.
Right, okay. And that's the, which?
That is going to be the second stat.
Okay.
Don't forget you have the -1 for being charged.
Yep. So I'm 5, 7.
3 and 5.
So 8, nice.
Alright, so,
Now you declare your dice.
And they're all on defense. So,
and I'm charging, I get how many dice?
So you have Brutish charge. You are engaged with your charge target, so you will actually get 3 dice.
And they're going to all be on attack.
All right. So start rolling attacks.
Alright. So, first attack.
so
Ben,
I'm -1, right?
you are -1. Do you wish to declare counterattack?
What do I lose if I counterattack?
If you do not exceed his damage roll or his attack roll by 2, you do not successfully counterattack.
But do I still defend?
I believe so.
Yes,
Okay, then yes, I want to counterattack.
because that's
Alright.
how it worked against me before. Unless there's like special rules I'm unaware of.
All right. So
You're putting all the dice into the first attack?
no, he just
I'm just rolling dice in my hand.
Okay, sorry. So,
So,
I don't think I can beat, oh, maybe. 11?
4 and 5 is 9.
So the counterattack
goes off.
goes off, turns into an attack dice.
It does.
Okay, so then, oh,
So-
then I can attack now.
Yep.
And so, wait, hold on a second. For defense,
Which thing did you roll on?
yeah, that's, hold on.
I
Let
was
me,
gonna say
let me make
11.
sure.
11's pretty good.
I rolled on 8, so I got a 9 actually.
Okay. So
But that defends still, right?
that defends. It does
It
not
doesn't
convert to an attack
counterattack,
die.
so I don't attack.
Okay. Let's see.
So then your next attack,
2 and 5.
we'll see. Oh, yeah. Can I keep counterattacking or?
Yes, but
We have to
you
declare.
do have to declare every
Okay.
time you're
But
counterattacking.
why would I not counterattack?
Because if you fail it, and then you get nothing.
Okay. Well,
Because you also can't sustain attack, or you can't sustain defense against counter. You cannot sustain defense and
all right.
counter.
Well, I didn't declare it, so we'll just say it's
this. All right.
Yep.
So last die is just the last die. What is your basic defense?
3.
You need to roll not a 1, John.
1.
There you go.
So 3 attacks on the charge. My dice said a thing.
Yep. Okay, so then the next combat we do initiative again.
Yep.
And this guy, initiative is the second number, right?
Yes.
So I'm 4. Or yeah, I wasn't charged, so I got a nat 10.
All right. Second number is 3. Down to 2 because he did get charged. So I need a 6 just to be able to roll again.
Yeah.
I did not get it.
Okay. So how will you distribute your dice?
Now let's see. It's the Muck Slayer, Opposite Armor, Brutal, War Fury. War Fury 0. All right. I've been charged, so I don't get any fancy stuff for him.
So with War Fury, what you would do is you would declare you're utilizing War Fury before you roll initiative, in which case you would get 3 attack dice.
Well, I didn't do that.
Yeah, and neither did I, so. Because we don't know how to play the game.
So how are you setting your dice?
1 attack, 1 defense.
Okay. I have 2 dice, and then I have Brutish Charge, so I have 3.
So you have a total of 3. How would you like to set them?
2 attack, 1 defense. So I attack first, yeah?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Okay. You have -1 to all your shit because you were charged.
Absolutely.
Pardon my language. I don't. So my attack. Yes?
Never mind. We're past it. I never asked what the stats were with your stuff with the -1 on our other fight.
I was incorporating it into all my rolls.
Oh, okay.
So. So I'm a 6.
Good.
So 10. Are you defending?
I am. Just wondering why you're throwing dice at me when there's perfectly good. All right, my defense is a 5 down to a 4. With a 5 is 9.
Okay, so it's not a 10.
It is not a 10.
Yep. So it goes through. And this is a 5. So what's your resilience, by the way?
9.
Okay, so I fail to wound you on a 2.
What was the location for that?
2. Arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you stun him?
No,
Oh, wow.
I didn't do anything because he's a 9 and I rolled a total of 8. In total.
Oh, no, all right. So what was...
5 plus 3.
Okay. So that would be 3 to the 2.
Oh, it's just the value, not the total.
Correct.
Well,
Sorry,
it's-
I'm sorry. What was your dice roll?
No, I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you rolled a 2
A 3 and a
3?
3, yeah.
Oh, or a 3 and a 3?
3 and a 2.
3 and a 2. Okay, so 2 is going to be your location.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was 3 plus the strength, which is 5.
Okay,
Minus
and-
the res of 9.
All right. So yeah, that is
No.
that'll be a stun. So that'll lower John's stats by 1.
Oh, if it's 0 or less, it would still be a stun.
Yeah.
Stun goes with the charge.
Yes.
Okay.
So double penalty.
Well, we do actually have a marker on the d6s in the tray for stunned. But I mean stunned, much like
This one?
Yep. It's the one that doesn't look like it has any claws in it. Yeah. So that one.
All right, so I get an attack back.
Yep.
Yep. And I have my defense.
Yes, you do. All right, and Muck is 5 down to a 4
3?
down to a 3.
Okay, I'm a 4.
5 in the die.
You beat it.
Went through. All right,
What is your attack or what is your strength?
9. That'd be
Down to a 7?
Down to 7.
So plus 1.
Okay.
Sweet. So 5 to the 5 on 2.
5 and 2.
Should be a light wound.
Yep. And then my second attack against you. So now that I have a light wound, it's -1 to my stuff.
It is -1 to everything. Yes.
So, what was your defense again?
Since he doesn't have any defense dice, basically you're looking for not a 1.
Okay, that's not a 1. And my strength now -1 is 4, and you're a 9, so I need 6.
Dice -5.
So I need 6. Or I need a 6 on one of these, which did not happen.
So is that
2 and 2.
2 and 2? So that's going to be another stunned, which doesn't
Does
really do
nothing.
anything. So this is going to be the end of combat, which is going to be the end of the turn. So stun markers fall off, charge penalties fall off.
Okay.
All right, both of you have leadership, so both of you are rolling your tactical roll on 2d6. Going off of discipline, which is the last number.
1 and 1.
Nice. Well, what is your discipline?
It's the bottom number, right?
Yes.
So 3.
Okay, so we're tied with 3s. So
So all right, you both rolled double 1s.
no, I
Oh.
got
You got a 3 and your thing. I got a 1 and 3.
Yeah,
which was
so-
a 4. So
I got 7. So I won it.
So you actually only with the discipline dice, you only select one of the dice. So your
Oh,
total
so I'll
would be
take the
6.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we set the deck.
Yeah. Actually, setting the deck comes before.
Oh,
the,
whoops.
Yeah.
Not random. That's where it was going to go anyway.
What's these guys' speed?
10. Just orcs on foot. No fancy.
12.5, I believe, is the speed for.
No, for the jackal guys,
Oh, okay.
no, they're trudgers.
They're 10s.
They're 10s.
Okay, so I will go first.
Okay.
And let me just make sure that this is the correct activation. Yep. All right, so these guys go. And they're just going to advance.
Advance or retrograde.
They're both going to attempt to shoot him. He's in medium range. They advance, so it goes up to an 8 that they need. Shooting is the third from the bottom, right?
Yes, it is the one immediately under defense
Yeah,
and resilience. Yeah.
So 3, and so I need 5s to hit. Looking for the first one. Does not. Second one. Does.
John, you have survival instinct. Roll a d6.
1.
Okay.
So 5. Well, the power of the thing is 5. So total of 10. What's your resilience on him?
It's on the sheet over here.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
4. So 6.
To 3.
3 to
should
3.
be serious, I believe.
Yep, serious wound.
So increases his wound level by 1.
All that fighting back he'll be doing.
Which one is seriously wounded?
Seriously wounded is 2-point penalty. It's the one with 2 claws. Yep, that's light.
Fancy dice are too fancy.
They're too fancy for me. Okay.
All right.
That reduces his speed, yeah?
It does not.
Oh, damn it.
Strangely enough, unless you have a specific thing on there that says reducing speed, it doesn't. And I don't even know if this game has that.
Okay. Now you activate.
Oh, look. Attack. He's got nothing better to do. So I'm going to square this down a few centimeters to turn him sideways. And then he's just going to run full out over here, almost like he's trying to intercept somebody.
I mean, since he was on a higher level, you can actually charge him.
I didn't have enough distance to get him without clipping the back of the other Centaur there.
20 centimeters?
20 centimeters. I had to turn him sideways, so that cost me a few. So I figured I'd just go for distance, because he's got to come down. This is the side of the table he's got to reach.
That's true. Can I disengage?
Yes, you can.
Oh, yes, absolutely you can disengage. I highly recommend it.
Yes. Well, but first, it will be Argale goes, and he will stay put.
Okay. Next up is, crap, the Amok Slayer. Which one's Argale? Is this fellow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because Argale is technically, or because the Amok Slayer is engaged with 2 models, the difficulty of a disengage test for him would actually be 8. It's 4 base, and then it's +2 for every model you're engaged with.
Mm. And what do you have to roll, or what stat are you using for that?
You are rolling either initiative or strength if you are a larger model. Since he is not a larger model, it goes off of initiative, which means he's rolling for 5 off of initiative 3, which is not the best plan in the universe.
No. So right now my big hope is to tie this guy up, because he can disengage and ruin my whole day.
Mm-hmm.
So sir, if I try to disengage, what does that do to me if I fail?
If you fail, all of your dice have to go in defense.
So 4,
Is this
5,
technically
6.
a larger model than that?
Yes.
Okay. So then I would be using strength.
So yeah, I've got, this is very much not in my favor for this location here. But in life we make our little sacrifices. So Amok Slayer's mostly going to stay put because I don't feel like putting myself into a crappier position. Because if his dude leaves, that just means he's fighting the other guy that isn't going anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And plus, if he leaves, well, there's a fairly good chance someone else can get out of the problem, and he can go wherever he wants with the speed he's got.
So what's it going to be?
Muck staying put, so it's up. You're next.
Okay, I will attempt to disengage here.
Absolutely.
So I need a 6. My strength is 5. So. Okay, got it. Actually, with this is -1 to my strength too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So then it would make me strength 4. So it's still a 6 if I make.
Correct.
So do I fail?
No, you make it.
Okay. If only just. Oh, hold on. I have to go with the hostage first, though, right?
That is correct.
Okay. And he's going to run, but I'm not sure. Well, looking at the stats, like I would assume that on an 84%, I have an 84% chance of succeeding, right? And that's the best chance of succeeding the disengagement roll possible. It couldn't possibly be better. So I would behave assuming that I'm going to move him. How far can you move on a disengage, out of curiosity?
Up to your base movement.
Okay. So he'll just come here to the slime. And then it did that. Do you want me to re-roll? Or?
You know what? It's fine.
Okay.
Do your thing, man. We're all learning here.
Yeah.
Who's going to judge us but the internet? And honestly, it brings joy to my heart that if someone really has a problem with that, they're sitting at home now with a vein throbbing on their head saying, "No, that's not what I would do at my table." And it just,
Okay.
you know,
Out of
makes me feel
curiosity,
good.
like, this is literally my second game ever.
That's fine.
Even if I move here, you can just charge around me, right? So,
If you completely block line of sight, he can't charge around you. He can, however, engage around you.
I can, you know, go around you, but it won't be a charge.
with a base move. It won't be a double move.
No, so he will get a double move, but he won't inflict the charge penalty.
I mean, there is, the other basic thing you could do.
So like, if I did like that, say, right? I'm not in melee.
You do have another option.
What's that? Oh, just.
We're in combat. I'd have to make a roll to get out of that.
Oh, I can disengage into combat.
Yes, you can. All right, so you won't. You're not
I won't
charging.
get a charge, but okay, that's what I would like to do.
Because
Yes.
that is the worst thing that you could do to me.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to know what I could do.
Rantok has already gone, which means
he can't get out.
I can't get out.
Or he can't. Yeah, he can't.
A Muck Slayer said he was going to stay put.
Yep. So, yeah, so only he can come in and ruin my day,
Absolutely.
and that's what he's about to do.
Well, it all comes down to a roll, because he's still an orc, and orcs and, well, getting around. Because he's got a 3, because I was actually talking big shit. And
But he's also on a large base, which means he's got a
Strength
9. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which is what I'll be going on.
Yep.
So, to get out of combat from here, I need a what?
If
Not a
you're
1?
using your strength,
Yes.
not a 1.
Everybody loves when you say not a 1 and I roll a die.
It's not a 1?
I'm actually surprised. Alright, so I can only move my base speed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Which is 15.
Nice.
And I can't move through models, so I still have to give up, what's my thing here? 5, just a frickin' turn. And then he's not in combat, and it's going to take him a turn to get around to you, but he is really, really fast. So, I don't know if I'm close enough to actually catch you before you get off the edge of that board or not. But we're going to find out next turn. You're out of cards, right?
I am. Jackals. Or escort.
Escort.
Or hostage. Hostage voiced.
running 20 or 15.
Man, that's
He can go 20. That's fine.
Marshmallow.
That's actually. Oh,
Marshmallow.
get back there, Jackal boy. I didn't tell you you can move yet. Back a little. There we go. Guys, I like to play fair. Go move him up over here.
I was trying to make sure that they were out of 20, but I couldn't pre-measure it, so we'll see.
And they are going to run 20, which doesn't quite make it. Put it back a little so it's there. And put him up over here. And they can still get in and murder the shit out of him, but I just want to make it a little harder. Actually, no, I've set him down. I've set him down. Hands are off. I don't know what rules people play.
I don't care. What is it that you want to do? There we go.
They're supposed to be bodyguarding him. At least make it so you can't just, chuckle charge him.
I have bad news for you.
I know, you can get around there. You're very fast, and I've put him too close. But at the same time, you can still shoot the shit out of him. So at least bringing you into combat. All right, so we're going to be doing another turn in a second here, right?
Well, we have
You're going to
combat.
be
still,
doing melee, yep.
Oh, yeah. That is true. It is true.
All right, so we're doing initiative. Well, so whoever won does the phasing, or what's it called?
Phrase splitting,
Phrase splitting.
which is super easy because it's
because
one
it's all
versus
done.
one.
Yep, so done.
Yep. And then who chooses the first one?
Whoever won.
Okay, so let us say. Let's do this one. I'm nervous about that.
Which one?
Rontok versus the Centaur.
I mean, what could go wrong with that?
Aside from everything.
So I'm gonna. Oh. Who declares?
I don't believe Rontok actually has War Fury. If you want to declare War Fury, you declare War Fury now.
Okay, I'm not gonna declare war fury.
The fun thing about Rantok, I can't read half of the stuff he's got.
Nice.
He's all Frenchy.
Give me a moment. This is where the app comes in super handy.
I mean, I believe I had a cheat sheet last time, so. I remember I like the things Rontok do. I just don't remember what they are. Rontok do, Rontok does.
Rontok does not have War Fury. Rontok is brutal. He has counterattack, Master Strike 0, and Sequence 2, but that is because he is a character. He has leadership and brutal because he's an orc.
Okay.
Remind me what brutal does specifically.
Brutal means 5s and 6s explode, and you count as being 1 point larger when you charge something.
Oh.
An important thing to remember, which means technically, when my dudes charge you, it doesn't matter. You know, since you're double my size, doesn't matter.
Yep.
I'm 1 point harder. All right.
It's nice being a horseman.
Apparently, it's good to be an orc.
I'm glad that the denizens of Arklash are content with their lot.
All right, well,
So
enough talk. Let's roll some dice.
So you wanted to start with Rontak versus him. So
Yep. So, nobody's doing War Fury, and do we roll initiative and then decide who?
Correct.
Okay.
initiative is
Second number.
Yep. So, my total is 6.
Don't forget you do have a penalty for
5.
being wounded. All right.
3 on the die. 3 on the top, 6.
Okay. So, I'm going to put all my dice in defense.
I guess I'll go all attack.
Okay. How many dice do you have? 2?
I believe so. It's one-on-one fight, and
Yep.
The only all right. So you could have declared sequence because you are a character, and gotten additional dice.
okay.
Oh,
I-
so we'll do that then.
We'll let it go now because I didn't know ahead of
Yeah.
time. And,
All right. So
And there's
sequence, unlike War Fury, does not have to be declared before the initiative roll.
oh, okay. In which case, following the rules,
Yeah.
I will do that. You know, so because
Well,
of
does it
course,
need to, well,
you
what
can
about
tell
like
by
with
at home.
like at the same
I know
time
exactly
as
what I'm doing.
counter attack or
So counterattack is declared each time you
Same time.
roll. So sequence, basically, he would say, all right, so I'm sequencing for 2 dice because he's got sequence 2 because he's a character,
Mhm.
and then he would get 2 additional dice.
Okay.
The cost for sequencing twice would be that he was reducing all of his cool attack stats by 2.
Mm.
Whereas if he sequences once, he reduces them by 1.
I'll take the extra die.
All right.
I wouldn't. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't.
I mean, if I'm losing stuff at the same time, you've got a penalty of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Your defense.
My defense is 3.
That is the Amok Slayer. You want to make sure you're looking at Rontok.
That is true. 6.
Yep. So I hope you roll shitty.
I usually do. 1 on the die. 1
So
die.
that's an auto fail, yeah.
That
Yep.
is.
So that does not consume your defense die.
Second die. 1 on the
Wow! Wow! Wee! Wow!
third attack. 5.
There's no way I can beat that. Unless
If
I
you
get a
roll 2
6.
dice, and you,
Right?
so this is his last die, so you probably want to roll both dice.
Okay. No.
All right.
Okay.
What is your strength?
8.
So
Versus?
dice plus 4.
Resilience does not suffer a penalty for wounds.
Oh, dice plus 3.
Okay. So 2 and 5 and 3.
So 2 and 8, or 8 on 2, is a serious wound. If he's got a light wound, does
It
this
bumps him to a serious.
Okay. Doesn't turn into a fatal.
Correct. Basically, wounds only progress 1 at a time whenever you inflict a wound. So if, for example, he had a serious and he had a critical inflicted on him, he would bump to critical. But the issue is any time a wound, regardless of how serious it is, inflicts. So a serious wound doesn't become like a double serious wound. So it doesn't bump you to wound levels. It only bumps you up 1 level.
I see. All right. So that was that combat.
Mhm.
Let's do this one. Initiative
Initiative 3.
3. We get 2 dice, right? No, just 1. 9
I need a 6.
to.
What is your initiative? 3 and 3?
Yeah.
So I need a 6 just to keep up. I did not get it.
Okay. I'm going to. So when do I declare counterattacks?
You declare counterattacks when you are making the defense roll.
So not right now. Okay.
Correct.
However, oh, and it was already too late to do War Fury, right?
You declare War Fury before you roll for initiative.
Okay. Well, I did not declare War Fury, so. But you lost, so you tell me where you're putting your dice.
Attack, defense. 1 on 1.
1 on 1. Okay.
Because his is not the important fight, to be honest.
Nope. But I'm also going to do attack and defense. All right. So I go first, and I attack.
My defense is 5.
I should have done all out attack. Whatever. You're.
5 and 5 is 10.
I'm a 10, so I failed to hit you.
Well, actually, it's more than he successfully defends.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted to be a jerk, 5s explode, but
Do it.
Five
or
is
is that
no
only attacks?
5s explode on attacks.
Okay,
Okay.
Not on defenses.
fair enough. It's not that brutal.
Orcs already roll enough high numbers. All right, so now make your attack.
Okay. 3 and 5 is 8.
That beats me.
Okay, so 9.
Oh, 5, so plus 4.
1 and
Nice.
6.
So that's 1 to the 10, or that's 10 to the 1.
That should kill him outright, right?
No,
No,
1 to the 10
one-
is,
Oh,
I
it's a
think,
serious one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's
This is on somebody. I think.
him.
Yeah.
Because you've been shooting the crap out of him and either going to continue or come up there and see how Hooves feeling his spine. On the next go.
Next turn, yeah.
Yeah, which we are approaching now, because I believe that's it for that fight. because-
Yep. So set your.
Set your cards.
Yep. And then remember what your discipline levels are.
Wash your ass. All right. All right. So we're rolling for discipline,
We are.
and it's against which value?
It is against your discipline value, which is going to be the last value, because both of you have leadership.
4.
Both of you are rolling 2d6.
Yeah. You probably beat me.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, I did.
Yeah. Very, very lucky. Well, not very lucky, but
I'll go
very
first.
important.
So, as the man going first, Jackal Warriors, which means he
Yep.
is going to casually stroll on out.
GG, bruh. I had to go first.
So, I'm going to lose 5 just to turn him around. Well, not 5, but go around. He's only going to make it out about this far, really.
Okay, and then where did they go?
Well,
They probably want to charge.
how you guys doing?
Are you charging 1 on each centaur, or are you
Yeah,
charging?
kind of getting one on each centaur, and kind of getting the weapons are getting tied up.
Yep.
Kind of put it corner on corner charging.
Okay. So you do actually inflict a charge penalty on both of them, thanks to Brutal. Binks has joined the chat.
Hello, kitty cat. And the cat guest star has to leave.
All
But
right.
he left plenty of things to remember him by. Okay, so that's them. Which first card are you going by?
It would have been dumb. You can't disengage and shoot, right?
You cannot disengage on the turn that you were engaged.
Yep. So they are just chilling.
Yep. Which was all part of my plan.
Yes, sir.
So, going on to my next one. Oh, look, the Brontops Rider.
When did your leadership become 4? I thought we were on par.
Okay.
And that's
There's
a 4. There's a 4.
I might have called it out after reading the wrong
Yeah,
guy
you may have.
before.
You may have
I-
screwed yourself last turn.
Yeah, I look at the Amok Slayer way too much. That's okay. Who cares how that sounds?
I think things are turning out quite all right.
So
Now you can get this charging.
he's going to go up turn slightly, and he's got more than enough to keep up with him. So, how you doing?
Not great, sir.
That. All right, your next card.
Argale. I'm going to attempt to disengage.
All right, he's got minus what, 3 at this point?
Yep.
And that +1 only counts on the charges for me, right?
I mean, the writing's on the wall, I think, for this game.
Don't count yourself out till you're out.
He's safe. He's dead.
He's got survival instinct. You could roll
Possibly.
roll a bunch of 6s.
You saw me roll a bunch of 1s. Doing the same thing with 6s as possible. Ask him in the past game we played where I had...
See, I fly under radar by rolling 2s and 3s. So.
Well, no, I've surprised myself not rolling good on attacks, but having certain regenerative characters decide they're going to stick around way longer than they had any right to. So you
Yeah. Well, anyways, oops.
trust in those special abilities.
Let's see. He is still going to attempt to disengage. I'm a larger guy, so my thing -3
Strength.
is... Strength is the second stat, right? So it'll be 2. And what do I need to beat?
You need a
A
6.
So I need a 4 or more.
Yep.
I got a 4.
There you go.
And then it's...
Half his normal base speed, he can't run.
Yep. But his base speed is 20. Can I go into this melee then?
You can engage, yes.
Can I engage that one then too?
Can
Well,
you,
hold on.
Can you clear 20?
Climb over the edge.
We measure vertical distance here? I'll just go into this one. Doesn't matter. Okay.
All right, so that's what you're doing for that.
And then he comes in and charges again.
Pretty much. Behind there. So yeah. Ranta. You know what? Ranta is perfectly happy right where he is.
That's good.
This is fine for him. He's got no problems. So, on to your last card, sir.
Okay, so my escort is going to try to...
Get out of there.
Yeah. His initiative is 2.
Okay.
I need a 4. I got it.
His base speed. Is that with the penalty for being charged?
Also, he was engaged this turn, so he cannot make a disengagement
Oh, he
check.
can't. Okay, well then I'm not going to cheat that way. I'll find another way to cheat. He's going to try to disengage. Okay.
That's fine.
This is on him, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and last but not least, oh look, the Amok Slayer.
Look at that.
Amok.
Right back in there.
Amuckety muck muck muck.
Muckety muck 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 muck.
Okay, enough mucking about.
Heyo. All right, so I think the phrase splitting is fairly obvious. Which combat do you want to do first?
Strangely enough, let's go down to this side. Give these jackals some work. Everybody else has been swinging weapons, and those guys have been firing their bows. Maybe it's time to see how they do in close quarters melee. Let's start with the one on the right.
Does anyone wish to declare War Fury?
Jackal warriors, reinforced leather, abilities, brutal, fanaticism. No jackals have war fury.
Yes, but all of the Celts do.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, la-di-da, Kelty boys.
A lot of good it does them. They die before they can attack.
You still get points if you kill more of my stuff than I kill of your stuff.
But that's not going to happen. But I will War Fury both of them.
All right, so you're going to War Fury one at a time.
Okay.
Because
Oh, so we're doing this one. He's War Furying.
yep. All right, so now roll initiative.
It's the bottom value, yeah?
No, initiative is the second value.
Second value, okay. So 8.
Is that with
Or
your
minus 1, so 7.
Still probably going to beat me. I need a 5 or a 6 just to tie it.
Easy.
5.
Alright. So then
And
we
hold
reroll.
on. No,
Oh,
this is not a
this-
weapon. It's not the attack
So
roll.
we reroll it, or are we adding to it?
You were going to reroll it.
Oh, he beat me.
Okay. I already said I was War Furying.
So all of your dice are going into attack.
Yes, sir. Okay.
John, how are you setting your dice?
Well, I get 2 dice, so attack and defense.
Alright.
I set the block his first attack and hope I do damage in the second attack to make his other stuff less likely to hit me.
Okay, first attack. I am, so everything's minus 1. So I'm 4. You're a what?
This is on my defense, right?
Yep.
5.
Okay. I fail.
Okay.
Okay, so you roll a 1?
No.
Okay, all right.
I rolled a 3.
Now my attack back, 5 versus your defense of...
Don't roll a 1.
Yeah, because I'm not defending.
5.
So that explodes.
Well, how far up do I, does it give me any bonuses to
No,
attack?
you needed to roll not a 1.
Yeah, so we are good. So, strength of 9 versus,
5.
so plus 4. 2 and 3, plus 4.
So 7 to the 2.
Yeah. 7 to 2. Serious wound.
All right.
I've not wounded any. Oh, I guess I wounded your hostage. But
Yes.
All right. Now my remaining attack. So it's minus 3 to all my stuff now.
Yes.
And that's minus 3 plus. So it's actually minus 4 because of the charge, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
You are a serious wound, so it's minus 2, not minus 3. Critical wound is minus 3.
Okay.
Oh.
So basically, because you are still a net positive, all you need to do is roll
Yeah, I
not
think
1.
you've got like 1 claw too many on the thing there, is the thing.
No, this is serious, right?
4 claws in?
Oh.
There you go.
So the second attack,
My defense is 5.
but I'm minus 3 now, so
You need to roll not a 1, because he doesn't have a defense die.
okay. But it's also minus 3 on the strength, so it's a 2. Your resilience is 9.
Strength is high, but resilience is fairly normal at 6.
So
Dice down 4.
yep. Nope. And the last attack. There's down 4. Nothing.
All right, moving on to the other orc, and we're going to essentially...
Nope. So Ben gets to pick which fight goes next.
Okay. So
This is not a. Oh, that's a. Okay.
That is a separate melee because
We're gonna go do this fight.
okay, we can do that.
Just
Does
get it
anybody
over.
wish to declare War Fury?
Yeah, I want to declare War Fury.
That's right. That is your boss boy over there who could do that. Roundtop Strider merely has his charge.
He's not my boss boy.
Oh, he's just a character.
No,
No,
he's
I'm a
just
Celt.
Centaur.
Fancy kills. All right.
They've not damaged you at all. Besides the one thing in your army that's not an orc.
Okay. So 3.
But tell me about. Well, yeah.
All right, so you do have. All right, so you are minus 3 penalty for serious wound.
Initiative.
However, you do get a +1 for having a second person in combat. And you said you were declaring War Fury?
Yes, sir.
All right. I believe that the escort has to put everything in defense. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But double checking.
Oops. So brutal, placable 2, brutish charge. So how many dice am I getting for?
You will get a total of 4 dice. One of them will be an attack die that has to go in against the hostage.
That's fine.
Okay.
In fact,
Then you will get your 2 base dice, and then you get a 3rd die for being outnumbered.
yeah. So essentially, what I was going to do is 2 for attack, 2 for defense, and all the attacks are going on him. Because
Yeah, because
he's
you
my
can win the
target.
game.
Have you guys done the initiative roll yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Preparing to.
So again,
I mean, I shouldn't be doing that, but saying it before we do that.
Yeah,
but
well,
at the same time, it's just,
it is the logical thing.
especially if he's war furying.
Second number, or
second number.
Don't roll a 1.
I'm -3 to my shit.
You're good.
So.
Because you're,
No,
Yeah,
I'm a
basi-
7 total. Right, because I'm -3 to all my shit.
So you are -3, but you get a +1 for having a buddy in the fight
Okay.
with you. So you're effectively only -2, so you have a total of 8.
you had to beat a 5.
Okay. All right. So all my War Fury attacks will. How many defense dice do you have?
2.
All right. Well, I'll just do them separately. So first attack fails.
Got a 1?
Yep.
All right. So he's put then. My first attack against the hostage.
Okay. So one of your attacks has to go against the hostage. The other attack has to go against the
So I have
Centaur.
to split it.
Yes.
Okay, so the hostage attack. 2 on the die. So 5, 6, 7.
Okay. He has to put all his stuff in defense. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
He has been charged, though, correct?
Yep.
He
So
has
his
been.
defense is now just 2. Nope.
So go ahead and roll a d6 for survival instinct.
Nope.
All right. So this is going to be strength 12.
I've been charged, right? So
Yes.
Yes.
Resilience doesn't
Resilience
go
does not go down.
Oh, okay. So +8.
down. Plus 8. All right.
So
3
14.
and 6, so
14 to the 3.
14 to the 3.
Just killed outright. Congratulations, sir.
Well, that's a victory point.
It's more than the 0 I will get. So my second attack. Oh no, you resolve your attack against him too.
Yep.
All right. So. And you're minus what? 2?
Minus
That's
3.
Minus 3?
He's seriously wounded, or critically wounded.
Oh, stuff has not been flipped to critical here. Alright. So yeah, 5 plus 5 is 10. Didn't roll a 1, so 14.
Okay. So he's dead.
No, that's just to hit you.
Yeah.
14.
So roll
I can't
roll
beat
the
that.
damage.
Yeah, because I have no defense.
Well, I didn't charge you, so I'm hitting you on a
9.
9. So 9 versus, what is your resilience?
6.
So plus 3.
That'll do it.
Okay, Brontop's rider making up for a past game where he essentially ran away at the first sign of an enemy by coming back and
Yep.
just...
What's the next combat you want to do?
Hold on. The Brontops rider now gets to make his follow-up move
Ah,
because
yes.
he's got implacable. If he can get into combat, he can immediately fight again.
Nice.
But I don't think
You
How
can
much
get
speed
it.
do you need for that?
you get
You have
half of your
15 inch
speed.
right?
Yeah.
So 7 or 7.5
Centimeters.
It's like 4 inches. Yeah, you can get it.
The problem is
You have to turn
you have to
around.
rotate, which costs him about 5 right there. So I can turn around. And I say, yeah, 2 more isn't going to get it. He doesn't even reach that line there. But on his next turn, he gets the charge.
I don't think there's going to be a next turn.
Hey folks, John here from End of the World Gaming. A quick recap of the end of the last game. We ran out of memories, so it kind of cut off while there was still a turn and a half left. Long story short, the Orcs won. I kind of overwhelmed him because his army layout was all Centaurs, which are really fast but don't hit hard enough. He needed a better mix. After 2 people died in the same turn, and the other ones were locked down by everything else, and I was ahead on points, and my what do you call it? After my hostage made it off the board, he called it quits, and I don't blame him. It's good for learning how the game works. I'm still fairly new at this thing, so every game get a little better, or at least a little more informed on how everything works. So, yeah, I had fun. I hope he had fun. We'll see how it goes next time. Later, folks.